Massive thanks to everyone who supported the channel last time, either by going to my shop and getting a lovely Oak Swamp t-shirt, stickers or cup, and or going to the tip jar. Cheers guys, it is so totally appreciated. Okay, a couple of quick shout outs before we carry on. Now, these are a couple of channels that I've been watching, and if you're into the stuff I'm doing, I think you'll probably like them. The first one's a Dutch guy with his daughter, I'm assuming, and it's called In the Luds. This guy's in the middle of doing a flathead 6 out there, so pop over and see them. And another channel worth a looking, same sort of thing again, is SC Speedsters. Now, John's down in Australia there, and he's got a Hudson with a straight 6, and same sort of thing again, so make sure you check them guys out when you finish with me. Right, we better get on with it, haven't we? Okay, so I've had a couple of deliveries, and the first one is a matching pair of 376 Amals. These are in fine condition, you know. Both of them are really clean. You can see the slides, they've got no real wear on. They also came with a spare, which is, I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's a useful body, and a few little other spares, you know. Where these fit on bikes usually, one set has the float bowl taken out, and then both sets run off of this one float bowl. This isn't an issue for Triumphs and stuff, so I don't think this is going to be an issue for the little shrew. And the reason I bought 376s was the engine's 720 cc's, and it's got 2 inlet ports, which are Siamese between the 2 front and the 2 back cylinders. Now, Triumph 750, I think they're about 60 horsepower, and I figured that's going to be more fuel than Bing needs. So I went down to like a 500 carb, and these have got a 1 1/8" throat on them. Surprisingly enough, and I've never used this before, I went on ChatGB, is it? It's an AI thing. And I started asking it questions, and I said to it, I want to put 2 Amal 376 carbs on a Crosley engine. How do you think this would fare? And it listed out all the CFM rates and all of this stuff, and it says a 376 carb is about right for that engine. So I was quite chuffed with that. So I went a bit deeper and I started asking it about the lengths of the tubes for the manifold. I told it the engine had straight out pipes and I was going to do straight in manifolds. How long should the tubes do? And instantly it answered. And it had all the gumph to go with it. It said to keep the mid-range torque is to keep the tubes about 6 or 7 inches long. That'll keep mid-range torque. It also says the little pipes, the shorter the pipes are better for flat out rather than mid-range. That's not going to affect me because I'm never going to be taking this thing flat out, but it was an interesting thought. It also tells me exactly what jets I can be doing. It's remarkable, but so I'm going to follow its advice because it has the whole internet to get its knowledge from. I'm going to set these up. I'm going to indeed make the tubes 6 to 7 inches. It's longer than I was going to do it, but I'm going to do it like AI says. And then I'm going to try them as the setup it asks for. It said at the end, try it. If it doesn't run properly, give me the symptoms and I'll tell you exactly what you got to do. It's crazy, man. So as I add these today, I think I'm going to make the little inlet manifold today, and then when it goes back in we can try it out and see if AI is always cracked up to be. This is going to put us around here somewhere. Oh, look at that, there'll be one there. Now I think I'm going to have to bring them up a bit, so I'm going to have to make this manifold a little bit curly because they're going to need to go up here somewhere, and to be honest they look better up there. Now this plate is all in one, so I'm just going to continue like they were and then come off of here, make a flange, get them into place, and Bob's your Charlie. It's handy having this loose carb. It's a bit of 4mm, it's nice and flat. So what I'm going to do first, just to make sure I get it in the right place, is whack a hole in it, line it up, cut it out. I figure if I do it in that order, this hole's definitely in the right place. Okay, for the tube, I've got to be coming back to our red friend, the engine lift, because it's a good 4mm thick. And the beauty with this is, look, it's exactly the right size. Right, so what I want this to do is go up, slice it, and then it turn back the other way. So then it will come up and go up to here. And with the two bends, I can position them in any position I want, really. You know, I can have them facing forward if I wanted to. I'll get them tacked up. Once the engine's back in, I will put them in exactly the right place, because I want to know they're dead on. And once they're in, I'll get this tigged up by Daryl. Thursday, still raining. I was thinking these felt really long yesterday, so I consulted AI last night and I've mixed it up. I've been asking it about running 3 SUs on a 235 Chevy, and it gave me all the correct stuff for that, but that had 6 or 7 inch runners. This only wants 4 inch runners, which will make it look a lot better anyway.
Let the rain drop right on, don't let the waves sweep along. I got those deep river blues.
Right, I just did this on the bench. We're allowed 12 degrees back and 15 degrees side to side. It won't be over until it's in the car, but looking at a reasonable length now, because it looked a bit hairy before, didn't it? Like I said before, I'm not going to actually fit these completely until it's all in the car. But that looks way better than them big tubes hanging out. They kind of come out with the exhaust a little bit. Beautiful. That's that out of the way. Okie dokie, continuing on with this chassis. I've got the engine mount is here and the shock absorber mounts on there. Now if I box this, I've either got to put captive nuts in there or riv nuts or something. Well, I don't want either of those. The trouble with the captive nut, if you thread it, then you're stuffed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use some 4mm, cut one piece out to go there, drill it and tap it, another piece to go there, drill that and tap it, and then put a piece between the two that joins them together, and then you can take it in and out. What that'll do is put a good bit of grunt into this piece here. I'm going to box the rest. I want this front to be pretty strong because it's got quite a lot of leverage happening there, making it want to twist. Look at that. I'm looking forward to getting these set up. What I think I'm going to try and do, and I don't know if I've never seen this done, but these are usually cables. I'm going to run a fine thread down instead of the cable. Maybe have it so it's on a dual linkage. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to do something snazzy, and I'm going to join these two together with a bit of a bracket as well, just to make them nice and strong. Put a bit of a bracket that comes in like that with a couple of holes in it. They're going to look wonderful. A bit of a short week this week with bank holiday on Monday, and then Tuesday I had a lot of running around in errands, house stuff to do, so it's left me with a short week. We're releasing a video on Wednesday. The plan is to make them both about 20 minutes each. Someone asked for this a long time ago, so do 2 small ones. To be honest with you, some weeks I struggle to get one in. I quite enjoyed Neil talking. I think we need more of that. I'll find some interesting people. We can see what people have got to say, can't we? Beautiful.
My gal, she's a good old pal, but she walks just like a waterfowl, and I got those deep river blues.
That's the first side, and that's made that incredibly rigid again now. There's a car meet on tonight, which I've been sort of planning to go to. I don't think it's going to be on in this weather, and I certainly am not driving anywhere in the Leaf in this weather. Right, that's them in, and these should just pull out like that. So you can get this out, it won't be boxing it at that point, which means you can put nuts on anyway, so you got a bit of both. And I figure if once you got one in there, just put a nylock on the inside, you'll never see it. Free mill. Okay, there's a little car show on up at Marwell, so I'm gonna whip down and pick up my mate Mick and go and see what's going on. So Mick was gonna bring his Viva, but it's got an oil leak, which is a shame because it'd been nice to see him bring that out there. It's a little bit nippy tonight, so I got the headscarf on, and it shields the wind a bit as well.
Something to reveal. Open your heart, yeah, I know you can't feel. You got a sickness, not one of blood. Telltale signs in the way you make love. You know what? It's time for you to show up.
Here he is.
Evening.
Are you dressed warm enough, sir?
Hope so.
It's a little bit
Fresh.
It is, because it's been raining today.
There's something to reveal. Open your heart, yeah, I know you can't feel. You got a sickness, not one of blood. Telltale signs in the way you make love. You know what? It's time for you to show up.
Marwell Zoological. Did you get a Marwell as a kid?
I did.
Marwell's like a big zoological park. It was great when we were kids, wasn't it?
It's all endangered species, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's all rhinos, kangaroos, that sort of stuff. So we're nearly there now. I hope it is tonight. Ah, here we go. I just got a face for it. So we landed and I've met Rich and Pete. And Pete's wearing one of my shirts. Well done, mate, thanks a lot. We were just looking at this Olds.
Olds and wheels, lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, so it must be grunty. It's got wheelwoods.
The Rocket 88,
Oh, it is.
two-door sedan.
Turns out this used to be my mate's car actually, but it was a bit of a rag up then. It's just immaculate. This is my mate's Buick. He's going to bring this fella around, but I think it's about a 58. You can have a look at him later. A nice little Plymouth down there. Looks like a 40 Ford. Did he work out what it is?
Bentley, mate.
It's a Bentley. Is it a proper one?
My money's on it's a 50 saloon cut down.
Yeah, look at it is. Look at the front suspension.
Yeah.
It's like Ted's one, isn't it?
Yeah, very similar.
Whoa, look at that. That's very clean, isn't it? So what have you done to him?
Everything.
Everything?
Yeah, rebuilt
Yeah,
it.
rebuilt it, yeah. What's the cubic capacity now?
That's a 350.
350. Still at 350, yeah?
Yeah,
What's this on the front? Is that a water pump?
that's the water pump.
Oh, that's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very light, small block, and the water pump is actually driven by a gear off the cam.
Off the cam, yeah, yeah.
Very
You
unusual.
can see it.
They only made them for about 3 years.
Oh, that's sweet. Smells nice in there, doesn't it? It looks brand new, man. Was it just a really low mileage?
No.
Wasn't it?
Quite high mileage.
So how long you had him?
11 years now.
Yeah, it seems people who keep their cars for a long while, they usually end up being like that. Look at that door shut. Well done, mate. Cheers. I had one of these fellas some years ago. It was a GMC on a Chevy, Art Deco. It's nice and original, doesn't it? And we got this, we've seen this one before, but it's lovely, very, very clean 32. It's the boot. He must have had a pint, the wife's driving. Look at the pinstriping in there. You're not going to make any noise, are you?
No.
Of course not.
I like this light. Oh, that sounds nice. See you later, Murph. Well, that was all right, Nick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Good selection of vehicles there.
Enjoyed that run out last night. Leaf got some. He's got a bit of decoration on it. That's cool, doesn't it, with all that mud on it. I've been racing on the beach. I've never kept a car as long as I have this one. Well, not one to myself. And I'm going to keep this. It's going nowhere. Absolutely poured down last night. And the chassis out, so I imagine it's rusted this morning. There you go. Starting the process. What I'm going to do this morning, grind all of this off. I'm going to clean up all the welds everywhere. Finish this piece off a bit, but that looks better with that bit of free mill going around there, doesn't it? And I've got a bit of repairs down here. Soft pad everything up and give it a good clean up. Now I'm going to make a bit of noise today and then tomorrow. Piece here I'm going to cut out completely because it's tricky to weld behind it. And I get that, I can get right up into that corner and stiffen that right up. A few more bits of welding and grinding. It's cool that chassis does, isn't it?
Put it down to deserve this. And it's not all it's cracked up to be. The only thing that stays the same is just how little I sleep. And I watch myself watch you watching me. I swallow pores and then you let me.
The last of the plates to go on. And it's going to go down here, around here, and then go up to here, same other side. And what that'll do is it'll tie this line together. I've got a couple of bits to go in here as well. So I'm only going to use 2 mil because I've got to be careful because I'm throwing loads of weight at it.
I watch myself watch you watching me. I swallow pores and then you let me. It's not all it's cracked up to be. The only thing that stays the same is just how little I sleep.
The chassis is totally rigid now. And I think this is what you got to do. make the chassis rigid, and you got something good to bolt to. This through here is like 4mm box now. I don't think I'm going to get any movement, any twisting at all. Just bolted the engine mount on there, and that's making this triangle even stronger. Bolted through into the captive nut, ready to take the shock absorbers on this side. Is there any other channels doing this sort of thing where they're getting funky with the chassis? I don't really watch a lot of car stuff on YouTube. By the time I finish editing, I've had enough, to be honest, but I'd be interested to see who else is doing this sort of stuff. Please leave me a comment if you know of any other wacky channels that I might appreciate. Saturday. I forgot to say, I said right at the beginning, a couple of items have arrived. These are what they are. I bought these pair of master cylinders. They've been fitted and never used. I like the look of them. They're a 3/4, and they're going to have to go down in here. And there's going to be one for the front and another one for the back. This AFCO is some sort of American racing suppliers. I don't know. I found them on Marketplace. They were 50 quid. Hopefully they'll be alright. I'm 99% finished on this chassis. I've got a couple of little tiny bits to do here and there, but it's ready. It's ready to go back in there. I can empty all of that stuff out now. There's still little bits and pieces to do, but I'm going to do that as I go along. I'm not sure what this weighs now. It was about 35 kilos, but before it goes together, I will be peppering it with a few holes down here and up here, just to take a little bit of weight off and to give it a bit of a look. But I'm not going to go mad on it. All the axles have still got to be welded up. There's some bearings to be done. I'm planning on getting this inlet manifold welded up this week. Daryl's going to do it. He's going to TIG it up. But before I do any of that, I need to crack on with the comma. As it's Saturday today, I'm going to drill a hole in the engine back plate so I can put the torque converter on properly. If I can get that to work okay, then next week I will indeed fit the gearbox, and I'm going to start working back, get this rear axle welded up, get the shock absorbers on, get the prop welded up so the drivetrain to the axle will be all finished. But if you want to see any of that, you're going to have to tune in on Wednesday. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the old subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, or if you indeed have anything to say about what I'm doing out here, please leave me a comment. If you'd like to support the channel, please go over to my shop and get yourself a lovely Oak Swamp shirt or some stickers or a cup. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching. I will catch you dudes next time. Hang with.
And I watch myself watch you watching me. I swallow poison when you let me. I swallow poison when you let me. Swallow poison when you let me be.